Hello and welcome to day 6. So as mentioned from our last workout, we're going to focus on posterior chain exercises. So what I mean by that is everything you can see behind me. So we're going to work mostly glutes and hamstrings, so getting some lower body in. We're going to do a little bit of a hip mobility, glute activation warm-up. And then for our circuit today, we're going to combine a little bit more legs with some upper body and then add in a little bit of conditioning as well. So for this workout, you'll need your mat, you'll need your dumbbells, and then I've got a low box that I'm going to use for the workout today for the step-ups, as well as for the warm-up. So if you don't have a box, you can use stairs as long as you're not going to fall down them or anything like that. Or you could also use a stool, a chair, or a couch. Especially for the warm-up, you want something soft. So let's start with our warm-up. We're going to go through 2 rounds of 10 reps per exercise. We're going to start on our mats in a tabletop position. And then from our tabletop, where we're usually palms under shoulders, we're going to reach our hands forward and wide. And then we're going to bring our knees wide and sink our hips up and back. For a shoulder stretch, we're going to inhale to come up and then exhale, stretch. So just rocking back and forth, feeling your hips open. You can even rock side to side if that feels good for you. But really just feeling what's tight, what's loose from last day and kind of working with that. Awesome. I'm going to do 10 of each. So rocking back and forth a couple more times. Nice big stretch. And now let's move into bird dog. So we're going to work left hand and right leg first. So from here, I want you to hover your left hand, your right leg. Your right palm and left knee are right under shoulders and hips. And from here, we're going to extend out, reaching straight forward, kicking straight back, and then come back to center. Try not to touch down. And then exhale to reach. Inhale, coming back. Love bird dog. It's such a great exercise. Can be used through all stages of pregnancy. But we really want to do this exercise with control. So try not to wobble. Try to keep that hover as controlled as possible for 3, 2, squeeze your glutes, and 1. Good. So coming down onto our left hip, we're going to move into clamshells, which we've done before. So make sure your heel and your hip are in a line. And then extend that arm, let your bicep be kind of like a pillow for your ear. Hands planted, feet stay together. We're going to open up for 1. And what I like to do here is put my hand on my hip so I'm not rotating open. It's such a little movement, and you just want to feel it in the side of your glutes here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, for this next exercise, you can use your couch or chair. I'm going to show you without, just for this side, and then you have the option of taking it up to a more advanced option if you like. We're going to bend our bottom knee, straighten our top leg, elbow is going to be under the shoulder, and we're going to use our top leg to lift up. So I'm actually pushing on the outer edge or the inner edge rather, of that top foot. Okay, so lifting and squeezing. If this isn't available to you, you can bend your knee and rest it on your bench. And then there you can use your inner thigh at the knee to lift you up. But we're going to go with the straight leg if you're already set up for that. Lifting for 2, 3. So I'm really feeling that on the inner thigh of the top leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm going to roll onto my back. And then from here, I'm going to tuck my right knee into my chest. I'm balancing on my left leg here. And we're going to go into a single leg glute bridge. So inhaling at the bottom, exhaling, coming up. pushing into the ground and hyperextending through the low back. You should feel it all in this glute. 9 and 10. Good. Let's roll onto our side. Come up. We're going to move into the world's greatest stretch. So let's go with our right leg forward, left leg back, okay? And then we're going to go wide so that we can reach our hands down inside that front leg, okay? And then from here, we're going to twist, okay? Reaching back and then coming back to center, okay? So let's twist, exhale, coming back, 1, 2, 3, try to keep the back leg nice and straight. You can see my knees lifted. If you need to put it down, you can, but really try to engage as we move through this warm up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. You can step those feet forward, gently roll up. And now we're gonna do everything on the other side. So heading back down to the mat, we're gonna do that rocking shoulder opener first. So I'm gonna take my toes together, knees wide, arms reach forward, and moving back and forth. I'm having a little bit of circular motion just to see how that feels. Getting a little deeper stretch in through each side of my body, also into the lats. And this should feel nice. Kind of like your body's just waking up, getting ready for that movement that we're going to be doing. 4 more. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, so we're going to do the other leg now. So clamshells on our other side. So laying down, again, making sure we've got a line, down, heel, hip to shoulder, and rotate for 1, 2, 3. Good. Keep those feet together and really try to bring the outside of that knee to the sky without twisting your body at all. Everything else shouldn't move. This is all just in the hip that you're going to feel this. 2 more. Last one. Good. So bending that bottom leg, extending the top. We'll come up to our elbow now. And again, pressing in through that bottom leg, lifting up. Okay, so letting the bottom leg do most of the work. 2, 3, 4. You can extend this arm up. Feel a little bit more balance. Get a little bit more of a side body stretch here. 8, 9, and 10. Good. So laying back down. And we had our left foot on the ground last time, so now we'll do right foot on, which means left knee's coming into the chest, pressing through our right heel. I like to do hands on the hips so I'm not hyperextending. So inhale here, exhale lift, okay? Some people like to extend their leg up. That's fine too. If you've got nice flexible hamstrings and this is available to you, go ahead, just make sure you're not swinging to try to get that leg up, okay? We want to avoid the momentum and really isolate through the glutes. 2 more. Last one. Awesome, okay? Rolling on our side, coming back up. So we're gonna do the other leg now for our world's greatest stretch. So switching our lunge stance, bringing the hands in, and remember you can move that knee as far out as you need to, or even the foot. Feel that stretch. We're going to reach and tap down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really try to lift that back leg. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Drop the back knee, and you can grab a drink. I'm going to go through what our first circuit's going to be. We're going to do a transition between two exercises. One is a lower focus with some upper body, and then we've got curtsy lunges. So we're going to do each side. With this circuit, we're going to do 30 seconds of work, but we're not going to rest until we've done all of the exercises, and then we'll get a good little 10-second break before we start up again. We're going to do 3 rounds. The first exercise is a sumo squat with a high row. So if you've got your weight, you can use 1 or 2. I'll demonstrate with 1 just to kind of show you. Sumo, think sumo wrestler, right? That's where I want your feet to be. So nice and wide, toes are going to point out. And then from here, we'll let our weight hang down. We're going to squat down and then high row, okay? So squat, and then making sure that as we do this, our knees go in line with our toes, that they're not falling in, okay? If you're doing both weights, it looks like this, okay? Then right after that, we're going to go into curtsy lunges. So curtsy lunges, think about the stage performers, you know, they bow at the end, they do their curtsy, exact same idea. So if you've got your right foot forward, your left foot's gonna come around back, and it's going to go to 5 o'clock. As we do this, we want to keep our hips square, because what sometimes people do is hyper rotate, and then their hips are pointing the opposite way. That's a lot of extra stress on the knees. We just want to hit that 5 o'clock mark. We want to come down. That back knee should tap just behind the front heel, and then we come back to center. Okay, sometimes it helps just to do the bow as well with it. Okay, and then we'll switch. So left leg's planted, right leg, and foot comes back around to 7 o'clock. All right, so first round we'll go, I'll do 1 weight. We'll do no weight for the curtsy lunges just while you get a feel for it, and then we'll switch and go into a little bit heavier weight. So whatever you're using for that. Let's get started. All right, so we'll do 10 seconds rest and 3 sets. Let's get ready. Grabbing 1 weight, just 1 to start. Sumo stance. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. And that finished position, your elbows should be higher than your hands. Okay? So you can see here, elbows are up nice and high, and the weight's at my chin. So don't smack yourself in the chin, but it should be up there. I'm inhaling as I'm going down, exhaling to come up. Last one. You can set the weight down right into the curtsy lunges. So stepping the foot forward and repeat whichever leg you want to start with. I'm starting with left foot forward. You can mirror me if you like. And I'm counting my reps here because I want to make sure I'm doing the same amount on the other leg. 2, and let's switch. Nice. Good job. So with this foot, we're pushing down and out with that front leg. So think down and out. Yes. You feel this in the side of your glutes. Last rep right here. All right, now you get your rest. So take a second, grab a drink. And we're starting only 10 seconds, not a long time, so let's get set up. Sumo squats and high row. I'm using both weights down, but still trying to keep a nice pace that I can maintain for the whole 30 seconds. Using my legs to bring those weights up. All right, curtsy, I'm gonna use my weight again. Same side, repeater. Keeping my hips square. Weights down by the side. You can also make it harder on your core to have your weights up here, or you can have one kind of in that goblet position, like I mentioned before, if you want more core. One more rep. All right, let's switch. Great work. Remember, even though we're switching legs, we still want to keep that pace, that tempo, that movement speed, so that we're not doing too many on one leg. Last one. Awesome. Okay. Last round. Okay, let's go. Last round of everything. Nice and controlled. Really pull those weights up to the chin, elbows up nice and high. Side view, my hips are coming straight down. 2, 1, okay, let's go. Curtsy. Last time. And again, make it harder. Weights can come up here. Just making sure you're balanced. Oops, I'm alternating. Oh well, keep doing the same leg. Or you can do alternating like me. We can go alternating to finish if you like. Whatever works. Woo! Harder to balance. Almost there. 30 seconds. Exhaling to come up. Squeeze those glutes. Press down and out through that front foot. 2, 1, and time. Nice work. All right. So, grab a quick sip of water while you watch me take you through our final exercises for our circuit. So, today we're going to do an 8-minute AMRAP, as many rounds or reps as possible. We've got our bench that we're going to need, something that's hip height for step-ups, and as well, making sure that you have a spot that you can come down safely. So the key here is not to go super high. If you have a chair, that's great. But if you don't have something that's going to allow your foot to be at knee height, you can always do a reverse lunge instead of a step up, okay? So either option. So first exercise is step ups. You're going to step up, and then we're going to do a knee drive at the top. So front view, I'm going to bring that knee up and squeeze. We can do an arm curl, bicep curl at the top. One thing you want to keep in mind is that your heel should always be on the bench of the step. So if you're using stairs, just make sure that your heel can fit on, and that way we're using our glutes more. Then we've got a alternating iso row. So we're going to do this bent over, grabbing your weights. You're going to be in that bent over row position. You're going to bring both arms up and then let one go down, bring it back up, and then release the other. So nice and controlled. What this does is it's going to want your body and want to cause your body to rotate and twist. And so by preventing that, we're actually engaging our deep core muscles, which are really great to work and engage during pregnancy, but also our obliques to prevent that twist while keeping our back nice and flat and our elbows nice and tight to our body. Then we're going to drop a weight and do standing overhead tricep extension. So try to squeeze your head with your arms, extend up, and come back down. Side view. Okay, so again, not arching, glutes are engaged, my pelvis and pelvic bowl is neutral. Last but not least, we're going to do up downs, which are essentially a modified burpee. So you're going to reach up, feet are going to be nice and wide, hands come down, out, in, and then back up, okay? If you're earlier along in your pregnancy and you want to do a little hop out, that's fine. But again, we want to just move with control, and depending how far along you are, how big your belly is, you're going to be limited based on that. So worst case scenario is you squat down, hands come out, back in, and then again, more advanced would be hopping out, hopping in, and standing up. Okay, so 8-minute AMRAP. We're going to do 2 of everything to start, so that's 2 step-ups per leg. Then the next one we're going to do 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we're always increasing by 2 each round. So brace yourself. Don't come out super quick, because as we get into those higher rounds and reps, we might have to kind of break them up. So don't be afraid to do that. If you need to, for your 12s, do 6, rest 5 seconds and do 6, that's totally fine. Okay, thumbs up. We're good to go. I'm gonna get our timer set up for us, and we will get started in 15 seconds. So exciting. 8 minutes on the clock, starting in 10. So I'm grabbing the weights. I'm gonna start with my step ups. 2, 1. All right, bent over iso rows. So we're doing 2 per arm. And then we'll set one weight down, overhead tricep. And then up downs. 2, yeah, now we're up to 4 of each. So I was a little wobbly stepping up from my stairs for the first time. I didn't do a knee drive, but again, now I'm feeling a little bit more confident, comfortable adding that bicep curl, but really just do what you can today and really be cautious of stepping down. The only time I've ever had injuries teaching a class was people coming down from a step up, rolling an ankle, not thinking about it. No injuries today, that's our rule. Bend over, iso rows. Chest is up, back is flat. The overhead tricep extensions sneak up on you too. These are silent but deadly arm blasters. Okay, up to 6. I like to start with my non-dominant leg first. So it's up to you if you want to alternate, but I always tend to do that while, I'm consciously still feeling good, not super tired yet, muscles haven't fatigued. But sometimes I switch it up. But most of the time, not really. Good work. So just moving at your pace, and mostly, and most importantly, with your breath. Isos. I'm trying to keep my shoulders away from my ears here, so I'm not using my traps. Relaxing through the neck. Whew. Oh yeah. Great job. Up, downs. When I'm coming up from those up downs, I'm keeping my back flat. So whether you want to squat up or if you want to hinge, that's fine. but let's try to keep that back nice and flat. Whew. We are halfway, and I am at 8 reps. Oh yeah, getting the heart rate up. All right, keep moving, you're doing awesome. Woo! Feeling that in the arms. Try to keep those elbows forward on your tricep extensions. Don't let them come out to the side if you can avoid it. Whew, these up downs. Good cardio. Forgot to mention as well, try to switch legs that you step back with. Again, thinking about balance, right? Body's balanced, muscles balanced. Trying to alternate when we can. Woo! I'm sweating. Coming up, last 90 seconds. So for those of you who are doing fine with this, you want to pick up the pace, you go right ahead. Consider this your 90-second warning. The rest is all cool down. Last minute. Woo! ISO rows. Thirty seconds. Great job. Almost there. Whew. I'm gonna pump out these tricep extensions. Hopefully get them all done. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Good job. Woo. Hopefully you're feeling that. Feel that in the arms and in the glutes. So let's grab a drink, start our cool down. Let's head back to our chair or your couch, whatever you have nearby. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna go into a figure 4. Okay, glute stretch. So figure 4, ankles strong, foot flexed, toes are towards the knee. Nice tall spine, so pretend the string's pulling you upright, and let's hinge forward here. So slight forward lean, feeling that stretch in the outside of the hip, taking deep breaths. Trying to get that heart rate back down. One more breath in. And let's release. So let's cross our other foot over, bending at the knee, flex the foot. And again, nice and tall spine, hinging forward. I'm resting my arm inside my thigh and giving a little extra pressure, pushing down just to stretch the hip a little bit deeper. But again, you don't need to do that. Usually hinging forward will do that just fine. We just want to feel that stretch and then hold it. Awesome. Let's extend the legs. We can take them nice and wide. You can even bend them if you like. I'm going to go straight leg just for a little bit of hamstring. And let's sit tall, lean forward. Feel that stretch in the low back. You can even relax the head down. Use your hands for support so we don't fall forward. Gently walking our hands up. And let's come to standing. So standing, we're gonna bring our arm across our body, grab for our tricep, and then try to drop the shoulder away from our ear here. So we tend to wanna do this. Let's try to relax it down. Arm comes across, tricep stretch, but also upper back stretch here. And sometimes I like to bring my head and tilt it to the same direction my fingers are pointing. It's a nice little neck stretch. Gently come up and let's switch. Bring that arm across, drop the shoulder. Feel that stretch through the triceps, through the shoulder. And then maybe add that head tilt. Nice little stretch for the neck and chest. And we're gonna do a little bit of forearm wrist stretching because we did hold those weights quite a bit today. So palms forward, fingers down. Extending that arm, feel that stretch in through here. And holding it, and let's switch. And hold, take a couple last big breaths in. Let's shake it out. Roll the wrists out a little bit. And big breath in. Reach up. Exhale it out one more time. Exhale it out. I'm so proud of you. We are 3 weeks in. You are doing awesome. So thank you so much for sweating with me today. It doesn't show, but I am definitely sweaty, so I hope you are too. Feel free to stretch those glutes out, back out tomorrow or the next day. Go for a walk, get that activity in, get the blood rushing, and get your body moving, and we'll see you for day 7.